Again, Larzello, the one-time Avalanche, steers it out. I'm not really sure. Here's Burns right ahead off of Ivan.
Kusnetdinov scores! Zacha moving in. Zacha shoots. Scores! Fed along for Zacha. Pastrnak denied. Lindholm loose. And Quick kept it out. McAvoy. Geekie is stopped on the one-timer. And that will do it for the first as the Rangers hang within a goal.
After video review, the puck completely crossed the goal line at 32.9 seconds. It's a good goal.
Yeah, Steve, they just looked at it on video review. Ray, we were getting a look at it as we sent it to the guys in the studio, and from that first angle, we said it looked close. It's more than close. It's a goal for the Bruins.
Every time.
This pass leads to a goal! Out in front, Kusnetdinov scores! Zacha with two already, he scores! Pastrnak looking backdoor, score! Tip score! Pulls up on Trocheck, score! Tip score!
That's Kusnetdinov again.
His fourth on the drive from Jokiharju, and the Bruins have put up 10.
I mean, coming back from a 3-1 deficit versus the Canes.
Shot, rebound, score. So right off the bat, Carolina, distant shot.
Oh boy, it's tipped by Ehlers on Jake Allen and put in the net by Luke Hughes.
Wow.
I mean, you see the frustration from him as that puck comes right out in front. He's trying to corral it.
Stahl backhands it down. That'll get cut off by Luke Hughes.
Right in front of his net. Very dangerous, and they score. Taylor Hall just pestered Luke. It's not his night. It's now 2-1 Carolina.
You see right here, Luke has control. Alertly pokes the puck right here off his stick, and it slips right past Jake Allen. Barely off the post, and just enough to give the Carolina Hurricanes a 2-1 lead.
Right there, it takes it right off the back of the skate. And watch the help. That's teamwork right there, JJ. That's you helping me.
Friends helping friends.
Yeah, that's you helping me get from the bus to the hotel. Right?
Back up high, Thompson tries a shot.
Knocks the blade out of Marchman's skate, and he's a long way from the bench. He's going to get a toe here. Severson with some good backpedaling toe.
Well, that teamwork. Marchman's still trying to get over to the bench.
And good work here by Johnson to make sure that puck's out of the zone. That allows Marchman, who everybody's entertained by that play, a nice ovation.
Highlight reels of the night.
It will, and it's funny, but it's not. It's a bad feeling, but you gotta realize which one you don't have a blade on. You can't be pushing with the one you don't have a blade on. Push with the one with a blade. Figure it out. Take a look.
Lepshinov, wrister, save made. Bennington bats it out of play. This could be a penalty for delay of game.
So one of Sen, Kyrou, Fowler, or Falk have got to go to the penalty box.
Burakovsky steps, shoots, scores! Burakovsky right past the glove of Jordan Bennington. There's a shot from Vlasic, broken stick, produced a loose puck, and they score again! Louis Crevier released from the blue line, swats it home for Chicago. Well, Louis Crevier scored the 7th goal against Jordan Bennington, and Jim Montgomery said, hey, we're going to make a goalie change here. But they couldn't find Joel Hofer. Bennington didn't come out of the net. And then during that last commercial break, we were trying to locate Joel Hofer, and I think we found him. Look very close. Oh, there he is. Do you still need me?
I don't think I want to go down that hallway, Coach.
Back for Riley, one-timer. Ooh, and that gets blocked. Down in front of that, Edvinsson, that stung him. Matthews again as Edvinsson with a stick down. After blocking the shot, he can barely stand. What a valiant effort.
Well, what happens here is when you turn sideways like that, he got it right on the ankle bone, it looked like.
Getting back is Riley. On the wing for Kane. In and out of the glove. Making the play. Hildeby, loose puck here for Simon Edvinsson, though. He gets chopped at. Edvinsson right to the goal. He scores!
What a play.
What a game! Red Wings win it 3-2!
Not so fast. Hildeby tried to get it to his guy, couldn't do it. Matthews stumbled, and Edvinsson with that huge reach goes to the far side on the backhand.
Now he takes a pass to the blue line, gets the puck to Celebrini, long shot knocked down by Demko, then it was chipped in.
Oh, no, it's actually Rossi that puts it into his own net.
Yeah, I thought it was Eklund with the hand eye.
No,
but
it's Rossi. So I think Eklund's going to get it. It touched his stick for a moment.
How about Will Carrier? He is going to send Mo Seider right to the Canes bench. Canes win the period. They win the game. Well, who has more fun in the game than this guy, Ryan Longberg? That's in warm-up, the claw. I'm going to have to ask him about that.
How this puck, it looked like it went up his pants first, no, and then it somehow got in his paraphernalia right there. Look at all the Oilers, like, where'd it go? Where is that thing? Oh, Draisaitl there that we're talking about, right on that faceoff.
Dorofiev, met there by Josi, plays it back towards the blue line. And it got caught in the pants, and that would say, where is the puck?
Here it is, a good little sleight of hand there by Matt Wood.
There he is, Mr. Model. What's Perry Ellis paying you for all those photo shoots, huh? That's why, the ugliest model on the planet right there, folks.
Hey, all I know is I knew we were going to have a problem tonight with the ceiling open. We knew there was going to be some pigeons in the building, so
I'm not in there yet. I'm at the desk outside.
But I got good news and bad for you, Wayno. The good news is I got eyes on him. The bad news is he's in some sort of mosh pit. So, like, one wrong dance move, and he goes from healthy to questionable for the post-game show, like, real quick.
Can we get a tight shot? Oh, God. Oh, God. Very heavy. Very legit.
Bling, bling.
He's a bling.
Like Flo Rida.
Yes. 800 grams, 3,000 handset stones, totaling over 200 carats. This was the year, and it feels like the type of jewelry you can wear anywhere.
And don't worry, we didn't find that in Canal Street either. That's legit.
It's a good check at Coleman. Anderson shoots and scores!
There's a tradition in Calgary when Rasmus Anderson stares at you after one of his goals, you get one of those.
He stared right back. That was a good stare down after his goal.
And chance of Green Bay sucks, reverberating through the United Center. I'm not sure if you heard it. Both benches had a good smile about that.
Ripping Batman because that is all he loves in this life, and especially his biggest support system, which would be his father.
Happy birthday, Liam. I miss you so much. Love you, buddy.
That is James Van Riemsdyk showing up to the arena in the Batman attire as well.
He'll flip it off the glass. Again, kept on side. Levshunov does not have anything left in the tank to even chase after that puck. Levshunov couldn't even get there. Here's Nugent Hopkins. Makes a nice pass. There's a shot wide. Roslovic with a look, but he couldn't get it on goal. Levshunov. Don't ice it. Only 5 minutes and 25 seconds for Levshunov. Here we go. Puck steered out by Levshunov. Finally able to get to the bench, and then the puck hit a bunch of players at the... Now there's too many men on the ice. Too many. That's the tough break, right? They're trying to make the change. Locked down. There's Malachowski. Shoots and scores! Sends it in front. Scores! The puck up top. Long wrist shot. Save rebound. Scores! McKinnon one-timer. He scores! We're not even 5 minutes into the game, and the Avs have a 4-0 lead, and the Blues have yet to record a shot on goal. Drop. Shot Stankoven. 4 in a row! Logan Stankoven. His 10th of the year. 4 games, 4 goals, 1-0 Carolina.
Up top, Yoki Haru shoots, Skinner the save, rebound, they score! Victor Arvidsson able to get the loose change, finds some space under Skinner. Bruins 1, Penguins 0.
Can't get the pass by Caulfield, so he'll dump it in. Oh, look out! Took it out, scores! Raymond gets a wide open net after the puck caught the glass on the Zamboni gate, and it kicks in front, and the Red Wings get the opening goal of the game.
That door where the Zamboni came out, there was something there that was sticking out.
Far wing now to Probert. Takes a Blues bounce. They score! A
for the Knights off the glass. Open net tap in for Robert Thomas. Sometimes you just need that bounce, right? Sometimes you need a little lady luck. We are in Vegas.
40-year-old Jonathan Quick. Oh, hello. They score. Andrew Kopp off a crazy carom. And the Detroit Red Wings, a minute and a second in, have tied this game. Well, that is as crazy a bounce as you're going to see right there.
See that pass comes back to Scheifele, looking for Velarde. They score! Scheifele! Well, the Jets have deserved a good bounce or two. They get one there, and it's 4-1.
Intended to be a pass to Velarde. Instead, off of the defender skate from the Kings, and he picks the top corner.
Fight out of Drew Hellison. Chucks in the meantime. Possible 2-on-1 rush. Oh my goodness, how did Granlund not score? Now he redirects it in at the far post. Oh, poetic justice. The Ducks have the lead back.
I'm just happy for Mikael Granlund. I mean, I don't know what he would have done. Tonight he has had so many opportunities. He can't get a bounce, but he hangs in there and go to the net. That's what coaches say to their players, man.
Fire back into the zone by Ferrari. Dropped behind him, hit by Carmesso. And Lardis finishing his check with head over T-Kettle right into the bench. Flyers have it back the other way. 2-on-1. It's Couturier with Michkov. Couturier holds. He holds the pass. Michkov shot. Save. Hildeby. Rebound through. Couturier can't put it home. Craziness. It's a 2-on-1 the other way. It's Tavares and Cowan. Tavares with the puck. Tavares holds. Waits. Back for Cowan. The shot. He scores. Easton Cowan gets the game winner in an absolutely frenetic overtime. The Leafs get the extra point.
What a crazy overtime.
Gonna poke it away. Here's Pinto. Takes a shot, scores! Shane Pinto. No one knows where the puck is. It's in the back of the net. It's in the net.
Wrigley Greg was looking for the puck behind the net. The referee, Stephen Hiff, had to actually point and say, guys, it's in the net. You can go celebrate.
I'm going to start drinking chocolate milk.
Oh, the score! Oettinger mishandles the puck, and there he is! Welcome back! Seth Jarvis draws the penalty and scores the goal!
Taking advantage of that, dumping up on the glass. Throw it up on the glass. You can get a goalie caught in no man's land.
Greer the backhand in, Montembeault. He'll stop the puck, look out, right to Bennett, score! Terrible turnover, and Bennett makes him pay. It's 2-1. That one hurts right on the tape, and Sam Bennett has 15 on the season.
Stars move it to Robertson, shot, Bussy way out to challenge, and it's loose and in the net. They scored. Bussy is arguing, thinking he had it covered long enough, and that puck dribbled in for a game-tying goal. Wow, so looked like that puck was lodged unknowingly inside that catcher's glove. He threw it in himself. What an answer. What a power play goal.
Up is Dvorak. Dvorak up to Zegras, and he scores! Trevor Zegras answers Gauthier. He scores against his former team. It's tied at 1.
A team that might have given up on you, Trevor, and you come in here, you pot 2 in that first period. How good did that feel?
Amazing. Amazing.
And I got to ask you about the celebration on the first one. You hung up the phone. Who was it to, and what's that all about?
I don't know. But that's about how quick the phone call was before, so I thought it'd be good.
Duclair has a 5-point game. Make it 9-0 Islanders.
Back on Long Island, we mentioned there was a Devils jersey thrown on the ice here on Long Island. Upon further review,
no, it was.
That is the PK Subban special.
They must be listening to you. They must be watching the broadcast.
So it's a 4-on-4 for just under a minute. If nothing changes, Montreal just over a minute of power play time.
Larkin in tight. Off the post, it wouldn't go.
I don't think it was in. Larkin thought it was in as well.
I think he's sure of it, guys.
Okay, then let's see if Larkin was right. No, he's not. That's crossbar, post, and out.
On for Zibanejad to the front. It's Cooley. He scores. Will Cooley on the power play has tied it for the Rangers.
Rangers. Watch this thing kick out, and as the puck goes in the back of the net, watch all the Islanders. They don't think it went in.
Oh, did it go in the back of the net?
All four of them continued to play on. Cooley in a tight spot. Bar post.
Oh, that might not have gone in.
I don't think that goes in at all, guys.
No, it did not. And the referees are now asking for the iPad to take another look at this.
As you see Ryan Leonard stumble after taking that hit from Crevier.
And then Ryan Leonard showing off his edge work just to get back to the bench on one skate.
Keep your eye on the officials tonight if you're upset with some of the calls. That's the man to blame right there. Yep. But he looks good. Of course, that is Will, Mr. Referee Farrell.
Stefan Carlisle shoots a deep cut off by Kopitar behind the net. Shuffled it away, and then Kopitar gets called for tripping. Took down Dominic James. And you see the referee there behind the glass in the corner.
That goes off a jet that slides down to the side of the Winnipeg gate. In front, scores! Austin Matthews has the hat trick. First hat trick in almost 2 years as they take advantage of a big-time goaltending mistake.
Diving, Wenberg gets it away. Now here's Wallstedt out to center ice, and he's on the way to center. Here's Wenberg. He can't shoot the puck because it would have been offside. Toffoli was stranded in the zone. Oh, that must have been so tantalizing for Wenberg. A gaping open net, but it would have been offside.
So far in the first period, Hellbucks look pretty good.
Chance for Sabat. Scores!
And as he lays it out to him and he snaps that thing, so does the stick. And it beats Connor Hellebuyck and a power play goal, and we're tied.
That caught Rasmussen, but in comes Comfer. Oh, and a diving play made by Shen, and it goes in. Appleton's red hot and against his former team.
They almost break it up, but they knock it into their own net. Basically, the goaltender, unfortunate break for the Winnipeg Jets in 2 places.
Evangelista will send it in. Wolf had to move it, and he turns it over, and they score.
See, Wolf, he hesitates, and now he feels the pressure from Ryan O'Reilly.
Here's a pass in front. Michelli, Bidwell fired into net. Deflects up and out of play. Bidwell.
NHL warm-ups can seem like a bit of organized chaos at times, and well, they actually can be, but there is a system. There's an order to the way things work, and we got a little peek behind the curtain earlier tonight during warm-up. Nick Robertson comes on the ice. He's headed towards the puck pile. He's about to knock it off, but he stops, and he almost looks back a little bit concerned. Why? Well, that's not his job. That is Scott Laughton's job, at least on home ice. You go back to all the Maple Leafs warm-up on home ice, and it is Scott Laughton who's the second guy out. He knocks the pucks down. You do not want to be the guy who messes with the hierarchy or the system.
Enstrom. Luostarinen. Oh, he goes head over heels.
Luostarinen reaching for the puck, tried to jump over, and there we go. And skates over Kettle.
Hard rib. Lyon. Oh boy. Lost it. Blue center. And then Snuggerud swings and misses. No glove. No glove on the hand of the goalie. The Sabres shoot and score to the empty net. Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. 4-2 Buffalo, 1:16 to go, third period.
Look at the bench. Look at the players on the ice. They cannot believe what just happened.
Terry gets a touch, so no icing, and now Askarov again. Well, he's more than happy to do this. Turns it over, and Terry scores. Nesterenko just took it off his stick, and that's as easy a goal as Troy Terry will have. First goal in 7 games for Terry is his 11th of the year. Nikita Nesterenko will draw the assist.
The Holiday look for Stamkos, reaching for it, and a collision at the net. Stamkos goes toppling over Lindgren. Play on.
That was a full front flip there by Stamkos trying to poke that puck from Lindgren.
Wow.
Graceful.